What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for MicroStrategy Incorporated with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So another very large day for MicroStrategy. Basically, yesterday it closed at the 430. It gapped up all the way up to the 460 level and traded higher up until the almost the $500 level. So 499.35. So it looks still very bullish. It's headed towards that 550, 560 target that I had drawn out for the top side of this orange range. So a lot of times you have to adjust your drawings, right? Your tools. So my tool is channels and trend lines. So the first channel was this one right over here, but price just pushed through it. So that tells me that price is more aggressive, right? So now I can make it steeper off the new swings. So that's where I got this orange channel off of. You drag it up to the highs, and this is the new steeper trend line or the channel that the market participants are playing, right? So you want to be on the side where the big money is. So that's why you have to adjust your channels and trend lines and figure out what the big money is doing, right? Big money is buying. Looks like they're still going to be buying a little bit more. I mean, this is definitely getting overextended. It's not going to last forever, like I keep on saying. This is probably, I personally would not buy here. Maybe a good point was back over here, obviously, but again, that's in hindsight at the 340 level. You already would have made, let's say, that's about 50% if you bought at just like basically on Monday. If you bought Monday, you already made 50%. I mean, that's insane, 50%. So again, MicroStrategy, nothing else is second to none in the market, not even Bitcoin. So it's very good, very strong fundamentally. Obviously, as a company, it's not doing well. I mean, they're losing money, but I mean, this is basically just like a Bitcoin company, right? So you're just paying for the amount of Bitcoin they own and the amount of Bitcoin they will own in the future after they pay back the loan, right? They took out. So I mean, even then, basically they're just taking advantage of the system, right? So the system is basically a debt-based monetary system. So they're buying something with a limited supply that everybody will eventually want because like every currency in the world is being debased, right? So they're just taking advantage of the system, right? They're like, okay, I'm going to take this money that has no supply cap and it will continuously go up forever. And I'm going to buy this limited supply thing that everybody will eventually want, and again, it's not a inflationary monetary system, right? It's not even deflationary, in some sense. It's more of like a distribution schedule that new bitcoins will be distributed out at certain intervals. So MicroStrategy is taking advantage of the system. I mean, it's pretty obvious what they're doing. I mean, and again, they should be doing that, right? Because they have the opportunity. They're not doing anything illegal, but that's what they're doing, right? So it's looking very bullish. I'm looking technically. You can see the market likes it. It's not going to go up forever like this. We will see a pullback. I don't know when exactly. I mean, that's hard to say. It could happen today, or it can happen at that target that I had at the 550 level, which would make more sense because that's where the resistance is at, or where people would take their profits. They look at technical areas to take the profits, and that would be a technical target of 560, 570 to take their profit at. So we'll see if we can get up there, but as for now, it's still looking pretty good, pretty strong day. Most likely it will close bullish. And Bitcoin also looks like it's moving up higher, so I expect Bitcoin to hit 100 to the low $100,000 level sometime by the end of this month. Looking at the weekly chart, a strong breakout of the prior all-time high, which is what you want to see. So that tells me most likely it will continue higher even if we do see a pullback. And again, my target is the $1,500 to $1,600 level sometime probably next year. I mean, and that's on the lower end. Most likely we'll see a larger target. Let me take a look at this measure move target. All this is one large leg right over here because this was one leg right here. Second leg, well, let me take a look at this right now. This is all one large leg right here. This was the second leg, target met, and we still went up higher. So that tells me this is all one large leg right here. Now we drag it over, and that target is right around the $4,000 level. So again, it doesn't look that crazy that MicroStrategy can 10x. I mean, it's only at a market capitalization 98 billion, so it can get to 1 trillion. Probably maybe in this bull cycle, we'll see. But as right now, Technically, we'll just go off of the shorter term targets first. The first one at the 550, 560 level. And then if it pulls back from there, I still expect higher prices. Where can it pull back to? Again, we have to see the reaction we get at the range high, the channel highs, right? Let's say we just blast through this level. Again, can that happen? Yes, but it's less likely. We do have this very steep trend line. Price is still above. It would need to break that, but it can also still blast through that trend line, right? But again, if it doesn't, then we'll see how strong the selling is, right? So if the selling is weak, meaning we see a small pullback or it's sideways, then it's not going to pull back that far, right? So we have to go with what the price action is telling us. Price action is telling us that the market is very strong right now and is headed higher, right? But the market structure is telling me that we're entering a zone where we should be seeing a pullback very shortly. So again, it's that's how I'm looking at it, right? And eventually, when we reach the pullback zone and I see the selling, we'll have a better idea of where we can look for targets after the pullback. So again, just saying where price can pull back to right now is not a high probability thing. I mean, it's just guessing at that point. I want to go based on the price action, and the price action is not telling me anything right now of any pullback. But the market structure is telling me that eventually or very shortly, we should be seeing a pullback coming in this market. So all that for MicroStrategy and daily weekly charts. Most likely I'll give you guys an update tomorrow. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.